Alright, and welcome back to the Nasty Metal Production channel here at YouTube. This is pretty much my second take. First take was a little hazy. Then I want to be more informative with this video. So, of course, this isn't my first box set video. First one was Whitesnake's little box of snakes, which I'll leave you a link to that one to show you how that box set was. But here we go is a recent box set. This is, of course, by the title Budgie, the MCA year, MCA albums, excuse me, 1973 to 1974. Released very recently, actually. It was released 2 months ago, which was June 2nd in Europe, and of course on June 10th here in the US. But this pretty much composes at least Never Turn Your Back on a Friend, and For the Kill, and Boy Bandolier. Which is the album that's playing in the background, if you had noticed. But I'll definitely get more into that. But, definitely pretty cool. I would say it was about time that there was a Budgie box set, because this band stuff is very hard to come by. Last time I finally started looking for some of their stuff at, like, Raspin Music down in Fresno, and there was nothing. They had a slot for Budgie albums, but there was nothing. Nothing. But, yeah, so here we go with this right here. So this is pretty much the only box set that has been released in terms of, you know, for Budgie. Now, it does definitely does not include the first two albums, which were also released on MCA, you know, like the self-titled and Squawk did not get released as a part of this. It's only just 3 albums, and pretty much up to their end with MCA Records. But I'll definitely get more into that. So here I'm definitely going to talk about this. The albums, I'll show you what's inside here. Definitely, I'll talk about more about. So let me definitely open this up. Now, so here we got is that's pretty much how it is. They all come out from the side. Now these get looked at as like, you know, LP sort of, you know, style sleeves, whatever, but they're almost in the shape of digipacks, so I'll definitely show more, like, get these here. So we got also a booklet with the set, which details pretty much a whole little band review, if anything, by Malcolm Dome. So but it has some cool photos here and there. Right there, and real nice. And of course you get little information also about some of the albums and such. Right here, you know, information like you know, by compositions produced by, you know, stuff like that, or where it was recorded for each of these releases. Now they don't add lyrics, but for me, it's not a real big deal, but at least they went out of the way to actually put some, you know, thought. So here you go. Let's definitely get to the first disc, which of course is Never Turn Your Back on a Friend. Definitely like an LP style thing, but it's definitely more digipack style. So, but it does replicate the original LP. And then of course, the side, and then also show off disc. Now, it doesn't replicate the original label that was pressed on the vinyl, but still is cool. It's definitely kind of matching the color of the album art. Definitely good album. Definitely I'm going to comment so on this one. Good album. Of course, it has Brett Fan, which will be covered by Metallica, but this is just a solid album. That's solid early metal, or proto-metal, hard rock, just real good stuff. Let's definitely get to the next disc, which of course is And For the Kill. That cover. This one, even though this record wasn't a gatefold, but they did go out to put a gatefold. Of course, you can see they added some photos, at least during that time period. And of course, disc. Of course, matching again the color of that, so it's black. Definitely put this one back. A good album. Of course, has, you know, Crash Course in Brain Surgery, which is for, you know, good track. Zoom Club, which is featured in the Brutal Legend game, but it's got some other good tracks in there, like Hammer and Tongs, which is a heavy track. Fuck. Just a good album. Now it's definitely get to the album that's playing in the background, like I mentioned, which is Bandolier. So here we got his Bandolier again, back cover, and now gatefold. Yes, photos from that time period. Of course, it's definitely all these discs are pretty much gatefolds. I can't show the disc, but it's like a kind of a bluish, dark bluish, dark real purple like thing. Good album. I really dig this one. I'm really digging this one. Like, of course, the track which is breaking all the rules, Slip Away. Then of course you got Napoleon Bona, Part 1 and Part 2. Fucking awesome. Fucking awesome. Really underrated disc, if you ask me, because there people like it, and there's some people that don't think it's their best. Yeah, you get that. Second Divide, but it's mostly from the Metal Archives. I'll talk more about them in another video, but not right now. So there's that. Just a good disc. Real good disc. Real good set, actually. Excuse me, real good set. You know, like with most box sets, they it's like they tend to be kind of real hit and miss, because they'll be just. Sometimes there'll be, you know, real good box sets where they really put some effort into them. Then you'll just have some that are just like, you know, where they really are trying to make a little quick buck. Like, for example, well, I don't mind them, but the original album classics or classic albums here, you know, fuck, let me get that real quick. Like, for example, these type of box sets, even though this is the Molly Hatchet one, but like this. This is pretty much one you might consider as like a cash grab. You know, it's like albums not really remastered. They just repackaged them in fucking little small album sleeves, whatever. Here, they actually at least the record label, which was Universal Island Records, they went out of their way to at least put some freaking effort at least into them. It's like even like the sleeves, they look thin, but they're sturdy. They're freaking sturdy. Something that you tend to not get with these. It's like they're not flimsy. It's again, friend, of course, boxes real hard. But let me bring this out again, like this one. Not thin. It ain't flimsy. Look at that. It doesn't. I'm not gonna try and bend it, but just like feels to the point where it won't bend. It's like holding. It's like when you're trying to listen to the album when the disc is in there. You're trying your best not to real put any wear on the cover, on the sleeve or anything, because you want them to last long. And with some of the, you know, like this, for example, let me take this out. Right here, let me take the disc out real quick. You see right here, it's like these can fucking bend. These can bend. For the original album classics, cardboard sleeves, because they're cardboard and they're fucking flimsy. But while I do like the fact that they put the albums, you know, at least they give you quite a bit of albums to listen to, but they're not really well thought out. Like like with this Budgie set, this is at least pretty thought. They put some thought into it and at least some effort, and even to put like a booklet with little history detailing and such, and real nice. Definitely nice. Of course, hard box, so it definitely will not be, you know, destroyed. Let me also even like comment on the remastering. Again, most box sets these days, like the cheap ones right here, they're not remastered. Here, these albums have been remastered, and they're remastered straight from the master tapes. So again, more thought to at least make a box set to where the remastering is at least, you know, worth it. Even for an example, I know there were at least original remasters of some of these albums, especially these three. You know, like back in like 2003, 4, whatever. Like Noteworthy Records, I think was named, and it had some bonus tracks on them, but I guess they just weren't really that good of remasters. Like, I guess they just weren't all that great. I guess, because according to somebody on like Amazon who reviewed this set, said that these remasters right here are very bombastic in a way. They're very ballsy sounding, and it is, for me, I had the word bombastic, because listening to these albums with these pair of headphones, and then on the analog CD player, it sounds amazing. It's like I'm listening to the actual vinyl. It's like I'm listening to them through my freaking Panasonic LP player. It really has a real warm, real earthy sound. It doesn't sound, to me, it doesn't sound, you know, homogenized or whatever type of. It just doesn't sound like it's being all densed in. Everything just sounds like it's just punching you all around every fucking cylinder, and that's how I want my freaking listening experience. And with these albums, with these right here, these remasters, it's like it just sounds pretty good if you ask me. And it definitely a pretty good set all around. Even no bonus tracks, it still is worth it getting. And yes, I'm now down to that point. I recommend this box set to anybody who's trying to either grow their box set collection, or anybody who wants to kind of, you know, check out Budgie. This is definitely sure it's around 18 bucks, but even for a box set that's around that price, that's still pretty cheap. It's definitely not an overblown price, like around 30 or 50 bucks that I normally see a lot of box sets. Like I paid my Saxon box set that I got in the back over there. I paid about 70 bucks for that box set. Here it is around 18. That's a fraction of that amount. It's a fraction of it, and this is just well put together, if you ask me. Sure, they're digipacks and they can be, but like I just demonstrated, they're not going to be easily that broken. They're not going to be easily bended. You got to do some more work to actually bend these fucking sleeves. Still, I recommend it, and if you're also looking into getting the Budgie, this has at least got the 3 albums in here that are definitely worth hearing. Now, I would like to kind of see some of the other albums get, you know, different remasters and such. Like, for example, like the first album. Like, I would love to hear the remastering like on these and give, you know, have those 2 other albums before this given that same treatment. Same goes for like, if I were Britannia, I would Rave the Rules. Like, I like to see that one get the same remaster treatment along with Impeccable, and even also the other 80s albums as well that I dig. Like, you know, what was it? If Fate will have swallowed, do not induce vomiting, something like that. Like, I like to see that one get the same remastering treatment, like with Power Supply, Nightlife, and Deliver Us from Evil. Those I love to see also get the same remastering treatment as these albums right here, because I really like the remastering of these. So, there you have it. They don't have to make them a box set, but if they really wanted to, they can do that. So, until then, if you definitely are investing into this, I think that this set right here is worth investing in. At least in my opinion. You don't have to. But still, About time that Budgie got their own little box set. And, you know, being one of the original, at least the influences of heavy metal, it was about time. It was about time. So, until then, this is Heavy Special Thing. I'm out. I'll see you later.